Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary Ayush, Government of India, Esther Lal Raut Kini, Principal Secretary Mizoram, and Shri Avinash Joshi, Principal Secretary Health and Family Welfare, Government of Assam. I would now request all present to kindly rise for the state anthem. Thank you. Sharirendriya Sattva Atma Sanyogodhari Jeevitam Nityagascha Anubandhascha Paryayoho Ayu Ruchate. Namaskar, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Ministry of Ayush, Government of India and National Ayush Mission Assam, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all to the inaugural ceremony of the Regional Review Meeting of the Northeastern States of India on Ayush. I would now request Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, to kindly light the ceremonial lamp for an auspicious beginning. I would also request Shri Horbananda Khonwal, Honorable Minister of Ayush and Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, and other dignitaries on the dais to kindly join him.
Namami Dhammam Tarimaddevam Shura Shuraivandita Padmam Lokavjararuk Bhayanashahetum Dhataramisham Vividhoshadinam Tanvyomavata Vanibarivanhi Pancha Prapachatmakadeha Bhajam Shampata Santapa Jvaradvarantakam Namami Dhannantarimaddevam Navina Neeram Vrudakantikantam Shantam Haredvadashamakhyamurtim Purting Shatanam Shumanorathanam Namami Dhannantarimaddevam.
Thank you. I request our esteemed guests to kindly take their seats. We would now like to felicitate our esteemed guests on the dais on behalf of Ayush. We would start off with the felicitation of Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. Thank you. We would now felicitate Shri Horbananda Khonwal, Honorable Minister of Ayush and Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India. Thank you. We would now felicitate Dr. Munchpada Mahendra Bhai Kalu Bhai, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Ayush and Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India. Thank you. We would now felicitate Shri Kekhob Mohanta, Honorable Minister, Health and Family Welfare, Assam. Thank you. We would now felicitate Shri Alo Libang, Honorable Health Minister, Arunachal Pradesh. Thank you. We would now felicitate Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, Honorable Health Minister, Manipur. Thank you. We would now felicitate Dr. R. Lalthang Liana, Honorable Health Minister, Mizoram. Thank you. We would now felicitate Shri Kunga Nima Lepcha, Honorable Health Minister, Sikkim. Thank you. We would now felicitate Shri Pranajit Singha Roy, Honorable Finance Minister, Tripura. Thank you. We would now felicitate Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary Ayush, Government of India. Thank you. We would now felicitate Esther Lal Raut-Kimi, Principal Secretary, Mizoram. Thank you. We would now felicitate Shri Avinash Joshi, Principal Secretary, Health and Family Welfare, Government of Assam. Thank you so much. I would now request Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary Ayush, Government of India, to kindly deliver the welcome address. His speech will be followed by a brief presentation on the status of National Health Mission in northeastern states and West Bengal. On to you, sir.
Namaskar. Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Sarvanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Union Minister of Ayush and Ports and Shipping and Waterways, Sri Mahendra Bhai Munjpara ji, Union Minister of State for Ayush, Women and Child Development, Sri Alo Libang ji, Honorable Health Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Keshav Mahanta ji, Honorable Health Minister of Assam, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh ji, Honorable Health Minister of Manipur, Dr. Al Lalthang Liana, Honorable Health Minister of Mizoram, Sri Kunga Nima Lepcha, Honorable Health Minister of Sikkim, Sri Pranajit Singha Roy, Honorable Finance Minister of Tripura, Sri Avinash Joshi, Principal Secretary, Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Assam, Ms. Esther Lal Ruat-Kimi, Principal Secretary, Health, Government of Mizoram, Mr. Esther Lal, senior officers from the state governments and other dignitaries present here, my colleagues from Government of India, Joint Secretary Kavita Garg and all the team from National Ayush Mission. I welcome all on behalf of Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for this regional review meeting of National Ayush Mission. I also welcome all from the National Ayush Mission state of Assam also, because this event is largely organized by National Ayush Mission, Government of Assam. Your presence despite busy schedule shows commitment of top leadership towards our traditional system of healthcare. We are very grateful for that. Sir, I want to share that during the celebration of 75th day countdown for International Day of Yoga 23 at Dibrugarh University, Honorable Union Minister of Ayush suggested that there is a need of Chintan Shivers at state level for effective coordination, monitoring and knowledge sharing. In the same spirit, regional review meeting is organized with northeastern states, wherein Ministry of Ayush offices present in this region have also been invited. We have two national institutes, Northeastern Institute of Ayurveda and Folk Medicine Research at Pasighat, Arunachal Pradesh, and Northeastern Institute of Ayurveda and Homeopathy at Shillong. So both institute leadership is here. In addition, we have several research council units in these northeastern states. For example, we have Central Ayurveda Research Institute at Guwahati, we have Regional Research Institute Homeopathy at Guwahati, Regional Ayurveda Research Institute at Itanagar, Regional Ayurveda Research Institute at Dimapur, Nagaland, Regional Ayurveda Research Institute at Gangtok, Sikkim, Regional Ayurveda Research Institute at Agartala, Tripura, Regional Research Institute of Homeopathy at Agartala, and Regional Research Institute of Homeopathy at Imphal. you may have seen that there is a large network of research ecosystem also in the northeastern states. We all know that National Ayush Mission is working hand in hand with National Health Mission. It's a flagship program of Ministry of Ayush and is a centrally sponsored scheme being implemented through states and UTs for development and promotion of the Ayush systems in the country. The objective of this regional review meeting is to review the implementation of National Ayush Mission in northeastern states and knowledge sharing between the states, national institutes and peripheral research institutes under research councils and their active support for implementation of this scheme. I take this opportunity to inform you that Ministry of Ayush, which was elevated as a ministry in the year 2014, started with a very small budgetary provision of only 671 crore in 2014 and which has been increased manifold and more than 5 times in 2023. Now we have budgetary provision of 3,647 crore. So from 671 to 3,600. So it's more than 5 times, and I acknowledge the active support and leadership of our honorable ministers, Sri Sarbananji and Sri Mahendra Bhai. Both of their leadership is proving worth, and then Ayush systems are spreading across the country and across the globe. With reference to the last year, the budgetary provisions for National Ayush scheme also was increased from initially it was only 79 crore when the scheme was launched. Last year it was 800 crore and this year it is 1,200 crore. So it is also manifold, more than 11 times it has increased. And northeastern allocation is also 10% of this, so 120 crore is available for the northeastern states. So for this our ministry has organized one-to-one review meetings with all the states, including all northeastern states, and by 10th August all the states, principal secretary and their team, they came to Delhi and we have one-to-one review with them. And also the aspects covered were operationalization of Ayush health and wellness centers. We all know that when our honorable minister has assumed the office, he has announced in Guwahati that we will allocate 1,000 health and wellness centers across these northeastern states. And I am happy to inform that this goal is slowly we are achieving, and we will discuss this during the review meeting also. We will be discussing about expedition of construction work of integrated Ayush hospitals and make them functional. I would like to mention here that we have observed one problem statement that I want to make attention of honorable health ministers who is participating here, that unless the states make institutional arrangements of continuing this activity, this will not go further for so many years. So my request is, please, because in this scheme also there is an indication that states will take over in few years. So please make provision of the regular staff into these infrastructure. We were able to create more than 150 such 50-bedded hospitals across the country, and so many states have made these provisions. But the northeastern states, this institutional support is required. That is my specific request to all the health ministers. We are aware that Department of Expenditure, Ministry of Finance issued guidelines for operationalization of this scheme, and then it is to bring in transparency and to bring in implementation at the ground level, and ministry is complying with this with the support of the state. Ministry of Ayush has conducted field visits in 27 states and UTs in last few months, like from January to February 23, and I am happy to inform that states has reported the participation of 8.47 crore patients in these health and wellness centers, which was last year operationalized for almost 7,000 such centers were operationalized, and in only 7,000 health wellness center, more than 8 crore patients came in the entire year. So it is very big, and this shows the demand of Ayush across the country. Under National Ayush Mission, I want to mention that we have a goal of operationalizing such 12,500 health and wellness centers by December 2023, and we seek support from the states so that whatever allocation to the state is there, by December, these health wellness center, please make sure that it is operationalized. Also, in the northeastern states, I want to assure and I want to reiterate that there is no issue of budgetary support from Government of India. Please make sure that maximum utilization is there, and then we will also provide maximum support from the Government of India. We are there to help and we are there to work with the states. That is the commitment from Government of India. Once again, I welcome to all the dignitaries in this regional review meeting, which is a kind of Chintan Shivir, and very serious deliberations are to be held under the leadership of our Honorable Minister, and also expect fruitful outcome from different deliberations and suggestions for smooth implementation of National Ayush Mission scheme. I also am willing to receive the wisdom and suggestions from the implementing team who is working in the field, and that will help us to improve the operationalization of this scheme across the country. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Munjpada Mahendra Bhai Kalubhai, Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Ayush and Women and Child Development, Government of India, to kindly address this August gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Sri Hemant Biswa Sarma ji, Honorable Union Minister of Government of India, Ayush and Port Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarvanand Sonowal ji, Health Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Elo Libang ji, Health Minister of Assam, Sri Kesav Mahanta ji, Health Minister of Manipur, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh ji, Dr. R. Lalthang Liang ji, Health Minister of Mizoram, Sri Kunga Nima Lepcha ji, Health Minister of Sikkim, Sri Pranjit Singh Roy ji, Finance Minister of Tripura, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Koteja ji, Secretary Ayush, Government of India, Estral Rao Kemi, Principal Secretary, Government of Mizoram, Avinash Joshi, Principal Secretary, Government of Assam, and officials of Ministry of Ayush and state governments and other dignitaries. First of all, Namaskar and good morning to all of you. I welcome all gathered here for regional review meeting of National Ayush Mission at Guwahati. Ministry of Ayush organized this regional review meeting to discuss the implementation of National Ayush Mission scheme in northeastern states and help in addressing future challenges, way forwards, comprehensive development, and to play an important role in keeping with the new standards and new benchmark to proceed towards a self-reliant Ayush healthcare system. I take this opportunity to inform that Ministry of Ayush has 2 national institutes as well as 8 peripheral central regional research institutes under Research Council in our northeastern states. They all are present here and they have been sensitized for providing support to state government for implementation of the different activities and public health program under National Ayush Mission, including capacity building and training of state program management units, community health officers, telemedicine hub and spoke model, sharing of the best practices of public health program, IEC, monitoring and field visit, etc. The detail of the nodal officers are being shared with the expectation of the better coordination between state government, national institute and peripheral central regional research institute for smooth implementation of national Ayush mission scheme to achieve expected outcomes. There are some expectations from the state such as compliance of the guidelines issued time to time by the Department of Expenditure, Ministry of Finance, Government of India regarding procedure for release of fund under centrally sponsored scheme and monitoring the utilization of the fund. Strengthening of administrative structure including SPMU and DPMU. Enhance the budget absorption capacity, operationalization of the all Ayush health and wellness centers and integrated Ayush hospital supported under National Ayush Mission. Teleconsultation service by identification of hubs and strengthening linkage with spokes, periodic capacity building of Ayush HR, knowledge sharing and exchange of best practices followed, strengthening institutional public delivery mechanism, awareness generation in people through IEC material, health melas, camps, etc. Further, activities related to yoga needs to be expanded at all Ayush healthcare facilities, school, villages. With the active participation of states, it is expected to ensure better access to Ayush healthcare services, better availability of medicine and trained manpower, improvement in Ayush education through well-equipped and added number of Ayush educational institutions, reduction in communicable and non-communicable disease through targeted public health program using strength of Ayush system of medicine. I believe we have to emphasize outcome as a more meaningful measure of program value than output. We may have to realign our strategies and technique to plan, execute and report our performance that facilitate measure of outcomes. I am confident that discussion today will give us an opportunity to learn from each other best practices and building a strong bonding among all of us. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Shri Khorbananda Honwal, Honorable Minister of Ayush and Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, to kindly deliver his speech.
Namaskar. Today we are having a very important event at the beautiful city of the state of Assam, the gateway for Northeast, Guwahati, regional review meeting of Northeastern state of India on Ayush. As you all know, this is mainly an event which is to deal with nature and resources of nature. Today, in this beautiful, meaningful occasion, we have the kind presence of the popular Chief Minister of Assam, as chief guest, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. We have the presence of Union Minister of State for Ayush and Women and Child Development, Dr. Manjupara Mahendra Bhai Kalu Bhai. We can just wish him Kemso Majama. He from Gujarat. We have the esteemed presence of the Health Minister of Northeastern State, Health Minister Alu Libang from Arunachal Pradesh, Health Minister Keshav Mahanta from Assam, Health Minister Dr. Sapan Ranjan Singh from Manipur, Health Minister Dr. R. Lai Thangliana from Mizoram, Health Minister Kunga Nima Lepsa from Sikkim, and the Finance Minister from Tripura, Pranajit Singha Roy, and we have the presence of the Secretary Ayush Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Katesha ji, and the Principal Secretary Government of Assam Avinash Joshi ji, Principal Secretary Mizoram STR Lal Riak Kimi ji, and all other dignitaries present here today, and my media friends. I welcome all gathered on the beautiful land of Assam for this regional review meeting of National Ayush Missions of Northeastern States. This particular event is happening for the first time. This is mainly to integrate Northeastern State and get the commitment for the promotion of Ayush in this beautiful region, because North is one of the hotspot of biodiversity regions of India, among all other 8 hotspots of biodiversity that is there in the map of India. But among all these, most resourceful, naturally, full of forest resources, full of water resources, full of beautiful landscape and cultural resources, heritage, it is Northeast India. So that is why we have enough power and resources. We must realize it, deeply realize it. Honorable Prime Minister of India, the most popular leader of the world, Narendra Modi ji, has always been giving top priority for the speedy growth of Northeast. Always giving top priority. In the last 9 years of his regime, we have seen a lot of transformation in many sectors. So this particular transformation have given us a lot of encouragement and lot of confidence, which has ultimately helped the Northeasterner to take a vow to compete with the best of the best state of the country, so that they can stand tall in the successful list of the state of India. So I believe that power exists in the state of Northeast. With this particular ability, wisdom, knowledge, power, I believe tomorrow, if we take very, very important initiative to promote the traditional system of medicine, definitely this part not only be the most visible part, focused part, most developed part in the traditional medicine in India, but also in the globe. Because in the last 9 years of Honorable Prime Minister's special emphasis for the promotion of Ayush, whatever initiative he has taken, right from making the independent ministry in 2014 up to cabinet full-fledged ministry with giving 6-time budget support. So that is the indication on the part of the Honorable Prime Minister that he wants this particular traditional power to grow, not only India but across the globe. So that is why now Ayush has become visible everywhere in the world, whether it is Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, Soharikpa, Naturopathy or homeopathy and yoga. Every system of Ayush now got surged up and could able to develop its own power, and which has ultimately created an environment for the holistic healthcare of the global society. I believe with this noble objective, now Honorable Prime Minister has also directed us, you cannot go single-handedly. You will have to move together, because he believed in cooperative federalism. He believed in people's participation, Jan Bhagidari, Jan Andolan. That is why whatever initiative he has taken, he has always been appealing to the people of the country, please let us work together in the spirit of Team India. I believe in that particular spirit of oneness, unity and integrity. Today, India, if it could be able to stand fifth largest economy in the world, it is because of the integrated effort, united effort in the spirit of Team India. That is why I believe today he has directed us, you, Ayush and health and family welfare, you will have to go hand in hand. You will have to go hand in hand. Traditional and modern medicine will have to clap together. And as both the ministries' goal is the same, prevention of disease, promotion and preservation of health, and for holistic healthcare system, if it is so, then why don't you work together? That is why under his direction, we both the ministry at center, we have been having time-to-time meeting and developing an integrated formula so that we could give best possible service and also health service to the people of the country as per their choice. So that is why right from AIMS to the district hospital, to the community health center, primary health center, up to the health and wellness center, both systems will have to be made available so that people as per their choice can take up the treatment. So this is happening in the country. In the recent past, DGSS has already declared their decision. In the 19 AIMS, there will be a separate dedicated Ayush department. In the 19 AIMS in India. So this is indicated. And also, this is a message to all the respective state government, also Union Territories government. You please come forward with this particular integrated formula so that you could provide best possible holistic service to the people of the country. And I believe with these words, I should not make prolonged speeches. We are here to hear our Honorable Chief Minister's voice. And I believe whatever good message he is carrying, definitely you will all be given with a very beautiful note. And with these few words, as our respected Secretary, Rajesh Koteshaji, and also my colleague in the Council of Ministers, Dr. Kalubhaiji, they have already expressed how this particular ministry is working with the respective state government and Union Territories government support. Because without your support, we cannot grow. Health is a state subject. Whatever state decide on the principle of that, government have also always keen to extend their support. Because in the National Ayush Mission, according to our provision, whatever state annual action plan, you submit your proposal for the growth of the Ayush sectors in the state. Accordingly, we respond. And we are always there to respond you as much as possible. हमारा बटुआ में जितना पैसा है, अधिक पैसा हम आपको देने के लिए तैयार है. हम कंजूसी नहीं करेंगे. नॉर्थस्टर्न स्टेट, इसलिए इस सिलसिले में जो भी कदम उठाया गया है अब तक, इसके वजह से आज आयुष जाग उठा है. और आप लोगों को ये बात सुनकर बड़े गर्व महसूस होगा, क्योंकि आज भारत ने दुनिया में 4 लाख करोड़ का आयुष का बाजार बनाने में सफलता प्राप्त की है. और साथ साथ में यूएनओ का हर साल 100 से अधिक कार्यक्रम होते हैं. यूनाइटेड नेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की, आप लोगों को मालूम है, अलग अलग कार्यक्रम होते हैं. इनमें से अगर एक कार्यक्रम जो सबसे लोकप्रिय है, जहां सबसे ज्यादा दुनिया का जन भागीदारी बन चुका है, वही कार्यक्रम है इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ योगा. और इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ योगा आज दुनिया के मानव समाज का दिल जीत लिया है. आप लोगों को मालूम है, पिछली बार इस साल ही में, मतलब इन 2023 on the day of 21st June, Honorable Prime Minister of India has led from the front in the Common Yoga Protocol in the campus of United Nations Organization, New York. In that particular event, 135 nation delegates participated. So that created a world record. And ultimately on that day, across the world, whatever was designed, whatever program was sucked out, in that particular, whether it is Ocean Ring, South Pole, North Pole, and all other Bharatmala, Sagarmala, Parvatmala, in every Karyakram, we have the participation at a large number. As a result, when it was counted across the globe, on that day of 21st June 2023, 9th edition of International Day of Yoga, total number of participants were 24 crores. All-time record. So this is the power of yoga. Yoga is what? It's a science of body, science of mind, science of soul. हम सबको मालूम है आयुर्वेदा का मतलब क्या है? आयुर्वेद का मतलब है जीवन, वेदा का मतलब है ज्ञान. It's a knowledge of life. So this is the power of Ayush. That is why my appeal to all of you, please come forward and promote Ayush. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your able guidance and support have indeed taken Ayush to new and greater heights. I would now request Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, to kindly deliver his valuable speech.
Sri Sarbananda Sonowal, Honorable Union Minister for Ports, Shipping, Waterways and Ayush, Dr. Munjapara Mohendra Kalubhai, Honorable Minister of State in the Ministry of Child and Welfare, Women Welfare, Ministry of Ayush, Sri Keshav Mahanta, Assam Sarkarar Swaस्थ্য Mantri, Sri Alu Libang, Honorable Minister Health, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Dr. Sapam Ranjan Singh, Honorable Minister Health and Family Welfare, Government of Manipur, Dr. Al Lal Ringliana, Honorable Health Minister Mizoram, Sri Kunga Nima Lepsa, Honorable Health Minister Sikkim, Sri Pranajit Sinha, Honorable Finance Minister, Government of Tripura, Vaidya Rajesh Kotesa, Secretary Ayush, Government of India, Sri Abhinash Joshi, Principal Secretary Health, Government of Assam, Mrs. Ruatkemi, Principal Secretary Health and Family Welfare, Government of Mizoram, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be present at this regional review meeting on Ayush here today. Since the launch of National Ayush Mission, our country has experienced many significant advancements and success in the field of Ayush. The northeastern states, being a treasure trove of the herbal plants, have immensely contributed to the growth of the Ayush in the country. However, to promote Ayush further, there is always scope for deliberation on our plans and activities. Deliberation of this kind gives us a platform to know about the best practices being followed in different parts and to learn from each other for mutual growth. I therefore thank Honorable Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Sri Sarbananda Sonowal ji, for holding this important review meeting at Guwahati today. At the same time, I also welcome the honorable ministers from the northeastern state, all the delegates from Government of India and the northeastern states, and all those who are present at this important event today, including my students' friend. I am sure discussion at this forum will boost efforts of our region to take Ayush on a higher pedestal The world is witnessing a resurgence of interest in this time-tested medical system. In recent times, a notable shift in the perspective has occurred. It is not about a mere focus on disease management. The focus today is towards the holistic well-being. The Ayush is experiencing a steady rise in prominence as it champions to prevent ailments and foster overall health and vitality. In response to escalating demand for Ayush practices, the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji inaugurated National Ayush Mission in our nation. The fundamental aim of this mission is to propagate Ayush medical system by means of economically viable Ayush services, reinforcing educational infrastructure, facilitating rigorous quality control of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani and homeopathy medication, and ensuring the availability of their essential raw material. Thanks to the continuous endeavor of Honorable Prime Minister, the influence of Ayush has now gained international recognition. The World Health Organization has established the exclusive global center for traditional medicine in Jamnagar, Gujarat. On a global scale, the celebration of International Yoga Day has transformed into a festival dedicated to health and well-being. In essence, yoga and Ayurveda, once overlooked, have emerged as the beacon of hope for the humanity as a whole. Evidence-based research has helped Ayush to regain its lost glory. The Ayush research portal created by the Government of India today has data of about 40,000 research studies. Ayush has opened limitless new possibilities today. From cultivation of Ayurvedic herbs to manufacturing and supply of Ayush medicines, the opportunities are galore. There is huge scope for Ayush startup. It is a matter of joy that about 40,000 MSMEs are offering many different products and taking several initiatives in the field of Ayush in India. It is giving a huge boost to our economy. 9 years ago, the Ayush industry in India accounted for a mere rupees 20,000 crore. However, over the subsequent years, this sector has witnessed a remarkable expansion, growing sevenfold to reach approximately rupees 1.5 lakh crore today. The domain of traditional medicine is in a state of constant augmentation. It is imperative that we capitalize on every potential opportunity. Our farming community and youth should seize the benefit presented by these advancements. By engaging in the cultivation of medicinal plants and venturing into Ayush startup, they can garner substantial economic returns. The northeastern state poses potential as a hub for quality and economically viable medicinal plants. To maximize this potential, establishing extensive processing center and effective marketing is essential. This strategy can position the northeastern state as an important sources of Ayush raw material and products. Moreover, documenting traditional health practices and native medicinal flora in the region is equally significant. It is anticipated that all northeastern states will duly prioritize this aspect. Our Honorable Minister for Ayush has already outlined the help central government is offering through National Ayush Mission. I'll definitely not claim that Assam is doing much better, but still in last 2 years we are trying to make the loss or trying to make some of the loss opportunity, and we are prioritizing now Ayush sector so that overall healing can take place. I'll flag one or two issues that northeastern region being a, we all know that we are part of Himalayan ecosystem. We have whole lot of medicinal plants, and we are blessed by such natural flora, fauna, and beautiful weather, beautiful hill station. God has given us everything. So what Kerala today, so far as Ayush is concerned, can easily be transformed. We can transform together Northeast to a new Kerala, better than Kerala in days to come, if we concentrate on Ayush. But unfortunately, there is a tendency among our Ayush doctor to follow allopathy. But I'd like to request all of you that allopathy, although we also take allopathy, but people take allopathy with lot of reservation, whether it will affect kidney, whether it will affect liver, whether it will acquire infection. But when people takes Ayurvedic, people takes with lot of confidence. They believe that it doesn't have any side effect and it is a sure cure if it is claimed like that. So I'll request our young generation that let us popularize Ayush, let us popularize Ayurvedic, let us popularize naturopathy, let us popularize our age-old yoga. Because yoga, Ayush, homeopathy, all these gives a complete healing. If you keep on taking medication, allopathic medication, it might cure, but you never know what implication it has in other organ of the body. So I have seen in my long tenure as a health minister that our Ayush doctor or Ayush student has developed a habit that in order to get into the real practice or get into the so-called private practice, let us quickly prescribe allopathic and get some quick result. But that will not resolve. If you go to Kerala, if you force a doctor, Ayush doctor in Kerala to write allopathic medicine, he will never write, because he knows that his branch of medicine is better than allopathy. That kind of pride, you need to attest with your discipline. So I do not want to compare between allopathic and Ayurvedic, but I am sure that Ayurvedic gives a complete healing, and northeastern state together can become a sure destination for medical tourism so far as Ayush is concerned. We can attract lot of people if we can. I know many people. Even last week one of my friend has gone in Kerala, stayed 3 weeks for Ayurvedic treatment. But the same massage, same oil treatment can be given in such a beautiful natural environment. Probably people will experience something different than Kerala. I will not say Kerala is not beautiful, but if a person got 3 weeks treatment in Kerala in a 5-year span, the second treatment he can have in northeastern region, which will actually give him the experience of tourism as well as a sure shot healing. Our minister, Sri Sarvananda Sonowal Dada, has already in process of establishing a good naturopathy center in Dibrugarh. I think all the northeastern states should take initiative, we should take lead. We have our own herb, we have our own oil, we have our own medication, and all this medication has now been authenticated. When we have seen last time this review meeting took place in Guwahati, we have seen so many authenticated research document which authenticated lot of our traditional medicines. We do not have to doubt anything on the efficacy, side effect. Now research is there, full system is in place, all safeguard is in place, so we can go ahead right from today, because the government of India has already transformed Ayush into a very, very well scientific medicational system. That is why UNO has decided to come to India rather than any other neighboring country, because they know that whatever we are practicing in India, we are doing it ethically, we are doing scientifically, and we are carrying on the teaching and the values of our long civilization, which is time-tested and which is completely evidence-based. So I think that this is in a very appropriate time. This review meeting is being conducted. When we come, we come to this review meeting, I am sure that all my colleague health minister from northeastern region, officials from northeastern region will carry the message that we have really a huge potential in Ayush naturopathy is waiting for us. We need to unearth it. We need to actually explore it. We need to set aside a good amount of our budget for developing Ayush. Central government is always helpful. The Minister Ayush, Sri Sarvananda Sonowal ji, is a towering leader from Northeast. He is always there to help us. So we should take full advantage of the situation, and we should develop Ayush in the northeastern region. Once again, I'd like to thank all of you to this important review meeting, and I'd also like to thank our Honorable Union Minister of State, Dr. Mahendra Bhaiji, for his benign presence today. Also, I'd like to thank Secretary Ayush, Bedde Rajesh Kotesa ji, for organizing this event in Assam. I do not want to thank Sonowalda because he is from our state only. So it is our responsibility to do things for the Northeast region, and definitely we all collectively will always do for our region. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your pioneering leadership has contributed immensely to the all-round development of the state, specifically the health sector, both in terms of infrastructure and service delivery. I would now request Dr. Suresh Kumar, Joint Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
मैं अपने आप को काफ़ी सौभाग्यशाली समझता हूं कि मुझे आज इस कार्यक्रम में धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव प्रेषित करने का अवसर मिला है। इस क्रम में सर्वप्रथम मैं परम आदरणीय और सम्मानीय ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ आसाम डॉक्टर हिमंता बिश्वा शर्मा सर का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि सर ने अपने बहुमूल्य व्यस्ततम कार्यक्रम में से थोड़ा समय निकाल कर यहां पर आसीन हुए और हम सभी को अभिभूत किया। धन्यवाद सर। इसी क्रम में मैं ऑनरेबल यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ आयुष एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पोर्ट शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज श्री सर्वानंद सोनोवाल सर का धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करता हूं कि सर ने अपने कार्यक्रम में से समय निकालकर हम लोगों के मार्गदर्शन के लिए यहां पर अपने आने का सौभाग्य दिया हम लोगों को। धन्यवाद सर। रिस्पेक्टेड डॉक्टर मंजू पारा महेंद्र भाई कालू भाई, ऑनरेबल एमओएस मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ वुमेन एंड चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट का भी हम हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। सर का हमेशा हमें मार्गदर्शन मिलता रहता है। धन्यवाद सर। और इसी क्रम में मैं सारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर आसाम, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर अरुणाचल प्रदेश, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर मिजोरम, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर मणिपुर, हेल्थ मिनिस्टर सिक्किम और ऑनरेबल फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर त्रिपुरा का भी हृदय से आभार और धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करते हैं कि आप लोगों ने अपने बहुमूल्य समय में से समय निकालकर इस कार्यक्रम में आने के लिए अपने आप का हम लोगों को उपस्थिति दर्ज कराने का सौभाग्य दिया। थैंक यू सर। इसी क्रम में मैं आगे अपने मिनिस्ट्री के सेक्रेटरी वैद्य पद्मश्री राजेश कोटेचा सर का धन्यवाद देते हैं। सर हमेशा हम लोगों का मार्गदर्शन करते रहते हैं। और नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट के सभी स्टेट से आए हुए प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी, मिशन डायरेक्टर को भी हम हृदय से धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करते हैं कि आप लोगों ने इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित होकर डिस्कशन का एक उचित मार्गदर्शन और प्लेटफॉर्म अग्रसारित करने का हम लोगों को अवसर दिया है। धन्यवाद सर। All the मीडिया पर्सन्स जो यहाँ पर उपस्थित हैं, आप लोगों की उपस्थिति के लिए भी हम आप सभी को आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। मिनिस्ट्री से आए हुए सभी ऑफिशियल्स, ऑटोनोमस इंस्टीट्यूट से आए हुए सभी ऑफिशियल्स और रीजनल इंस्टीट्यूट से भी आए हुए सभी ऑफिशियल्स का हम धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करते हैं कि आप लोगों ने इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थिति दर्ज कराई। और इसके अलावा इस सभागार में उपस्थित सभी विद्यार्थी जो कि हमारे आयुर्वेद और होम्योपैथिक कॉलेज से आए, गुवाहाटी के कॉलेज से, जो कि इस आयुष के कर्णधार हैं आगे प्रसार करने में, उन सभी का धन्यवाद ज्ञापित करते हैं कि आप लोग यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुए। और प्रत्यक्ष या अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से और जो कोई भी इस कार्यक्रम में शामिल हुआ उसको भी आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। और मैं सबसे ज़्यादा अपनी तरफ से हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करना चाहूँगा आयुष डिपार्टमेंट आसाम का, स्पेशली नेशनल आयुष मिशन टीम का, जिनके अथक प्रयास से यह कार्यक्रम सफल हुआ। सभी को धन्यवाद, सभी को हृदय से आभार, सादर नमस्कार। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. I would now request all present to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you.